Now, everybody knows about Tracer. I'm not going to go into details about what she's about. She's a British person, and she's a pilot, and she's got this thing on her chest which makes her locked into the time present she is currently in. And this device that she has connected to her also means she can blink through time. Or rather, not through time, through her own timeline. She can blink through time, speed up time briefly for herself, and blink in the present, but speeding up her own time, so she appears as if she is teleporting in front of you. Now, this is not true teleportation, and is actually just speeding up her own timeline briefly, and enabling her to move from one position to another position, basically in the blink of an eye, blink, get it? Genius. And so, this brought up the question to me, so if Tracer is speeding up her own timeline by blinking forwards, increasing her own time, then surely she's going to be aging a lot quicker than everyone else if she keeps using this. It makes a lot of sense, right? So, the question is, does Tracer actually age a lot quicker than everyone else? Now, it would appear that she does. I mean, you just look at the basics, and yeah, she's using her own timeline and speeding it up to move very quickly, and so there's no reason to really suggest that this wouldn't be the case. However, it gets interesting when you factor in the fact that she can also rewind her own timeline for a few seconds. This is pretty interesting. So surely if she kept rewinding, then she could get younger, perhaps? I don't know. I mean, it would make sense as well. If she kept rewinding, she could just continuously get younger and younger, which is kind of weird. But then again, it makes sense. But then you gotta factor in again the blinking forwards. She's blinking forwards her own timeline, she's making herself older and older. Soon she's gonna be the age of Anna, and it's gonna be mental, and she will have... For everyone else, it would be just a normal few years, whereas Tracer could end up being 60 if she uses blink a hell of a lot of time. Because like I said, blink is not true teleportation. If you put a brick wall in front of her and ask her to blink through that wall, she can't do it because she's actually still a physical object. She's not teleporting Star Trek style to a completely different place. She's actually just speeding up her own timeline, so she's actually moving forwards. She's running the pace she normally would, but because her timeline has been sped up, that just means it appears that she's teleporting to everyone else who's living in the present, which is an incredibly strange concept to kind of get your head around, but this is what it appears to be, and I've recently come across this, and I haven't really seen much said about this sort of thing, so I was like, well fuck yeah, I'm going to make a video about this. So yeah, Tracer is going to be aging a lot quicker, surely. I mean, if you think I'm a complete moron and I'm just babbling crap, then fucking say in the comments and tell me I'm a moron. But look at the facts. I mean, she's speeding up her own timeline. She's going to get older, man. She's going to get older quick. She's going to keep on aging. Like I said, she's going to be old. Fuck it, she'll be up there with Reinhardt and all that, old as hell. But then again, if she uses rewind a lot, surely she can get younger again, which is really weird. And obviously this aids her a hell of a lot in combat, and it's an incredibly weird ability that we haven't really come across in many other characters and many other games, and is an incredibly interesting concept which Blizzard has come up with. And as part of the reasons that Overwatch is such a brilliant game, it's just the mechanics are completely different to what you'd expect from a normal shooter, and it's kind of these sort of things that set it apart from the competition and make it a particularly good game. Now, the whole Tracer getting older thing, it's just a theory, but really it's fairly self-explanatory when you think about it, and I think I've explained it enough for you to really get it. Basically, Tracer is this person who was chosen to be a test pilot in this new aircraft, which was supposed to actually teleport. Whether this was actual true teleportation, or rather just what Tracer can do, which is blink, and that's actually speed up its own timeline. That could be the concept that the aircraft that was being designed at the time that Elena Oxton or Tracer was supposed to be piloting and test piloting. So really, the jet that she was trying to pilot, surely that was just using the blink technology rather than actual teleportation, like I said, Star Trek style. Perhaps that was just the whole blink concept, and then Winston obviously redesigned it and mushed it down into a smaller thing, and that enabled him to strap it to her chest and keep her locked in the present, basically. And I mean, that's all that's really got to be said about it. I mean, if you found this sort of at all interesting, let me know in the comments. Give it a like if you liked it, and subscribe for more of this crap. I will see you in the next one. Ta-ra.